Good evening everybody, welcome to Inside Line Racing here for round 13 of the ILR8 Championship here in Spa for the Belgian Grand Prix. I'm your commentator Owen White and welcome to the stream everybody. We're here just to see Norwich starting his lap just in time for that, so luckily we had a long night lap because I was a bit slow with getting the title and all that ready. And yeah, looking at the championship standings, I must say I must have missed some form of carnage last week because I'm pretty sure it was all square at the top between the top three, and suddenly Splinter is now 17 points clear on 158, with Stroll on second on 141, 17 behind, and Baza now 24 back on 134. So looks like someone hit the metaphorical fan, and it's raining. That's rain. I was told it'd be dry the whole session, but it's raining here, so Norwich could actually be on for a pull. There's a lot of people here on the out laps right now, but people who are out there on their laps, on the even the hards, depends on how heavy the rain gets, but John, if he just keeps this one going, could be on pole. It depends on if the rain gets heavier, because if it gets heavier from here, then we're screwed. And the hard tires, you'd expect would work a little bit better in the changeable conditions, but it looks like Norwich has got far enough into the lap to be okay. Anyway, here we go. Up through Blanchimont. There's a front wing there at the wall, so someone's already lost. The rain might have started a little bit earlier on. So while the rain falls, let me just tell you, Splinter's not going to be here next week. So even though he's taking the lead of the championship, he's going to want to get that above 26 points, the championship gap, before the end of today, because his lead could be well under threat next week at Monza with him not here. But I just want to shy away from Jacko's little pointers for now, because these could be the important laps here that really count. So Norwich is top on a 145.5. And look at, wow, look how much Ferrier has to slow up there. Don't know if anyone else is having to slow, but yeah, the conditions may already be starting to catch a few people out. A lot of people doing laps on the mediums, they are possibly taking this as their proper qualifying lap, just in case. That suggests to me that the rain is here to stay, as Daniil has had an accident. There's a front wing missing as well on the left hand side for Crazy Flower and Rob, his teammate. Through the final corner, he's not going to finish the lap. That could be a mistake. That really could be a mistake. We just don't know if the rain's ever going to get any heavier. Murdoch is well out of ERS. Look how, wow, he's going to have no power out of here, and that's going to cost him a lot of time. To the line, this is not going to be a particularly good lap. P7, 2.1 seconds off the pace, not amazing. Farias is still out there. Anyone else close to the end of a lap like Camo Babo is? He's got enough ERS to get to the line. He's done that much better. P3. So that's the first sort of set of laps done. Looks like the rain's here to stay here, so this could be very entertaining to watch. Anyway, just before Jack starts his lap, let's go through some of his pointers, because he's got loads. So, yeah, right. So Splinter's, like I say, last race he's got to extend his championship gap before Monza, where he'll be missing, so Baza and Shaz will be hoping to catch it. And was there a car off? Did someone hit the wall or something there? I wasn't really watching, but I thought I saw a front wing missing. Could it be Monkey Meg? No, I don't know. His teammate was on the track as well, so I don't really know what was going on there, but I thought I saw a bit of front wing missing. Jess says she's been, well, she's looking for better results. She's been impeccable of late, and she is the most improved driver by a long way. That's for the whole of ILR, not just ILR8, so good for her. Let's see if she can do better today. Daniil is promoted to a full-time seat as Shabs has moved to a reserve role. That's why he's in the Toro Rosso right now, being Jess's teammate for, who would that be? Brandon, who's not here. And last time the lowest ILRT visited Spa, which was last game, but not last season. It was season 4 we last came here. And, well, only 5 people finished that day. We got 20 on the grid today. That might be a bit of a higher number by the time we get to the checker flag at the end of 22 laps. We'll wait and see. Jacko got his only podium to date in that race, so let's see if he can do a bit better today and his previous season form and get himself up into the podium again. Norwich City is in for Moras at Racing Point. Moras was actually on pole last week, I didn't see that, so fair play to him, but we've got no other driver changes apart from those two, Shabs and yeah, Norwich. And Norwich, well, he's making the best of his opportunity, isn't he? He's up in P1 at the minute. We're taking that racing point on pole once again. Now, he's also got a few ones to watch, as always, Jacko. One of them is Jess, as we said already. In recent weeks, she has shown great improvement, great speed, and it should really be documented more. So well done, she's quick. And Jacko himself, as once again we said, he's had a podium here before. Can he get another one? That's pretty slidey through Pouon, taking risks the whole way around. Now that was a pretty scary, actually, taking it a corner. I wouldn't do it like that. If I were to do that, I'd be off in Narnia. He is off in Narnia, but oh my goodness, that's in the gravel. He pushed his luck too much there. He's hit the wall as well. Is the rain starting to get a bit more treacherous now? Because he just drifted every single corner in that middle sector. And Rob starts like Chris and he's still got a front wing broken, and Speedwood's now retired from 5th. He's done. High sky and mediums, he thinks that's all we're going to get, and I don't really blame him, because look at the way the rain's falling now. We've got Probe in the chat, we've got McMahon in the chat. Hello to you two. And there's a front wing gone up there in Radion. So I don't really know how any of this is going on, quite frankly. It's a bit of a mess. Narnia is better than Star Wars, according to McMahon, and also Turn 1 here is worse than Monza. I don't really agree with any of that. And Rob, yeah, well, when you're missing part of your front wing and it's raining and you're on slicks, just stop, really. Jacko is going again. I think he's sort of got no choice, really. So we'll follow him around because he's the only other person on the lap, actually. There's a car off there, and it's two cars off because Jacko's lost. That was John off originally. There's no way you can look at his car unless there's someone else coming up the hill. But when we saw it, we saw it was parked there. But yeah, this raid is just so treacherous right now. Let's see how Kawababa goes on. I know it's an out lap, but you might see a bit more chaos there because there's still yellow flags being waved. Oh, it's green now. Of course it's green now. To the right there, you can see some debris. That's where Raw front wing is, and I think that's also where Mr. John went into the wall. In fact, I can tell you he certainly was. Alfie McMahon asking for opinions of 2061. I'm very much looking forward to it. It looks pretty decent, doesn't it? I am liking the way the car's looking. I'm liking the way the regulations are. I mean, the car's going to be a bit lighter, but hey, what can you do? We've still got plenty of time to try and figure that out. Maybe they will try refueling again. That would help the weight issue, wouldn't it? But, yeah. I think it's a good start. It's a good starting point as Murdoch retires. Watching Probe right now. Feel free to do some donuts. But yeah, 2021's looking pretty decent. I'm looking forward to it. 25 races though. I think that might be a bit too much. I'm sure we won't actually hit it, but still, do we really need 25? I don't think so. But yeah, no, that's my early thoughts in 2021. I guess we can't really say for sure what's going to happen with it, but it looks promising. Oh, that's off. That's Baz. I was going to look and see how he was handling the conditions, and well, we've got our answer. Up in the Radion barrier. And I want to stay on board here, see if anyone else follows him in, because this would be quite a good angle to see something like that. Seems plenty more people are able to handle it, although Jacko's just retired as well in the final sector. But yeah, Baz there, showing how heavy there's just no laps. Like I say, Norwich's lap is good enough for pole. I'm sorry, no one's beating this time at the minute. And I don't see it happening unless the rain eases off, which it isn't going to do. You've got yellow flags in all three sectors, man. How are you meant to deal with this? Look at that on board. That is scary up the hill. It's already one of the most difficult corners in Formula 1, that Radion exit. At least on this game, anyway, because the way the car bounces up there, the game just does not like it. Rouge itself is pretty simple, but the rest of it, let's see how Prova goes. Camu Babo has just gone. I wouldn't be at all surprised if he's gone on top of the hill as well, and I think he might have done there. He got yellow flags up there. Let's see how Prova goes. Releasing pretty good speed, but you can see Camu Babo's lost it way further up the hill than the rest of them have. It's a real difficult section of this track. Just made it even more difficult by the conditions. I've never seen anything like this before. Look at that monkey red can't even get through turn 1 without spinning off. It's just a nightmare. These guys can't do anything. Surely this is, well, I mean, it is session over. No one's improving. Tudai is not even going to bubble with a lap. Straw blowing out down an ILR. We might have to watch him. That looked pretty dodgy. And we got more. Is there someone else in Sector 1? Obviously, we've got a few in the gravel, like, but there's not many left to not crash, really. Or not many left to crash, I mean. We've lost about half the grid in the wall, which I don't really blame anyone for, apart from the weather gods. I mean, look at it. Straw blown, I think, is going to go for a lap here. And, well, fasten your seatbelts, people, because this could be quite mad. We'll have to wait and see. Let's see how he gets on. This shouldn't work. This shouldn't work. Oh my goodness! He's nearly had an accident out of the final corner. He hadn't even started the lap yet, and he was sideways. Through turn 1, misses the apex by a mile at the source, and that's just a terrible way to get through the corner. Lap ruined. But you know what? If he can make any improvement, then he'll be happy. But this is going to be the most difficult part. Eau Rouge and Radion. He's taking liberties on the track limits, but let's be honest, can you blame him? Can you really blame him? Let's see how his teammate gets on. He's already got through, actually, and he's abandoned his lap. I think they're the only two guys doing laps right now. Apart from Ferry Ellis, how's he getting on? Well, he's in the pit lane. There's more coming out, though, is there? Yeah, there's more coming out, I think. Yeah, you can see Dexter's going to give it another go. You know, fair play. Jess has now had an accident, or something. Maybe she just retired. But something's gone a bit doolally. I don't think this is the first time we've seen this in qualifying in ILR8, if I can remember. I'm sure it's happened before. I don't remember which race, but I'm sure set of situations hit us before, certainly in ILR this season. Might not have even been ILR8, but you can just see it's just so difficult to deal with. Spencer's just cruising along, and at this rate Strobler might well catch him and get a bit of toe. He's not going to improve a lap, like, but the fact that he's given it a go is fair enough. I must say, this grid is looking very spicy indeed. I mean, Nartjum Pole from Beesma, Camu Babu, Baza, Speedwood, Tudai, Dexter, Murdoch, Monkey Meg, Straw Blonde. I mean, do you know what? Baza's looking a way back in this championship, and he has got it, because Splinter's not getting top 10, Straw Blonde's barely in it. That's incredible. It really is. It means we're going to have some crack of a race to watch. I do apologise, I've got Pepsi. I haven't had food or anything yet, so I need a drink. So, sorry. I believe it's a dry race, by the way. And do you know, that's another thing. That is another thing, because Camille Babo, sorry, not Camille, but Speedwood, his teammate, he's the highest qualifier on the mediums. Murdoch and Strawblon in the top 10 with those mediums as well. That could play crucial in this race today. But, yeah. Well, we've got two people out there. Dexter and Pro Opa. Let's see who doesn't die. Yeah, they might both die, but we'll wait and find out. We could well see 7th or 8th death at the top of the hill today. I don't know how many have went off. I'm trying to think. Kamababu Baza. I don't know. I think they've all went off there. John, Jacko, he didn't die though, and others, a lot. Will Dexter become like the 5th or 6th one to die up at the top of the hill? Let's find out. Oh, that's a great way to get through turn 1, my friend. I shouldn't laugh. I shouldn't laugh. I shouldn't laugh, but I mean, he was so far off his breaking point. Right. Rouge and Radion. Let's see what you've got for us. Yeah, he's not letting me watch him die up there. And even at that, he can't get through if I cut in the corner. It's just treacherous. Tom questioning why they're still going. For fun, I guess. I mean, someone like Propa, who's 10.2 seconds off the pace, it might be tipping it down, but you might gain a second, and it might give him an extra position. Someone like Dexter, yeah, I don't really understand it. Maybe it is just for entertainment value, but I'm enjoying it. As Norwich celebrates, he's got pole position. We knew that though, I said it straight away. Luckily, we got the pole lap on stream as well, so I'm happy enough. I think, anyway. And let's see how late into the brakes he goes. Okay, well, he's hit the Apex Pro, but it's a good start. Better than pretty much every other lap I've watched since the rain started. How committed is he up the hill? That's committed. That is committed. He's making it work. Really impressive up there. In those conditions, like I say, we've seen so many people die at the top of the hill today. It's almost comedic. But you know what, but that's not a bad first sector for him. If he can just not make a mistake for the rest of the lap, he should gain at least a single position, maybe two. He's got to make 5 seconds to break into the top 15. We'll wait and see if he can do that. Checkered flag is out, so Dexter is pitting. He's 12 seconds down, and that's in the middle sector alone, so I mean, it is a push, isn't it? It is a real push. And Prope is giving it everything right now. Oh, it's going to spin. He's going to start 18th. He is going to start 18th. Yeah, retired. Didn't even bother doing donuts. Disgrace. Absolute disgrace. Right, well, that is qualifying. Well, about 2 minutes of it was actually qualifying. The rest of it was just demolition derby up at Radion, but I don't know where else people were crashing. It certainly seemed the vast majority were going at Radion, which is no surprise considering like it's Radion. The way that corner works on this game, a little sprinkling of rain, you're dead. And that's exactly what happened. So Norwich on pole, first lap on the board, and it was the fastest one. From Beesma, Camu Babo, Baza, Speedwood on mediums, Tudai, Dexter, Murdoch, again on mediums, Monkey Meg and Straw Blonde on mediums, then outside top 10. They'll get free tire choice. Shabs, Jest, Splinter, our championship leader, Splinter, Indecisive, John, Ferry Alice, Rob, Proper, Jacko, and Daniil. Now he did he die at the top of the hill as well? I thought he died in the last sector actually. Oh well. They all died somewhere. I think about 50% of the grid did hit a wall somewhere. Proper said the game said it would be dry. So they've really done it. They've really done us over there. But will he be wrong about the race as well? Are we going to find rain here, or is it going to be nice sunny skies? Come on! Don't leave me waiting. It's nice sunny skies. So we've got a bit of a mixed up grid here. And, I mean, this has been blown wide open because you've got the championship leader outside the top 10. His main challenger, his own teammate, not too far ahead of him actually, in 10th. And then Baza, the one who's a bit further back, up in 4th. He needs to win today, Baza, and hope the other two around him have various disasters, which could happen in the middle of the grid. And this is Spa. Like, pretty much every league race I've watched on this game at Spa has just descended into utter chaos and carnage and madness and fun. So, you're in for a good race today, people, trust me. No one on the grid is going to be starting on the hards by the looks of it, so, yeah. Everyone's maybe looking at going on those at the end. So outside the top 10, Shabs on mediums, Jess on sauce, Splinter, Indecisive, Mr. Jawel, and Ferry Alice on mediums, Chris Van Rob on the softs, and Proper, Jacko, and Daniil at the back as well on mediums. So yeah, let's look at those helmets, shall we? Well, this is black. Is there any other design other than black on the back? I can't see. Bezo as usual. Camel Battle as usual. I still don't really like it too much. Baza still got a nice helmet design. Speedwood also nice, but maybe not for the car. Tudai decent. Dexter still the best. Sorry everyone. Murdoch still don't get it. Monkey Meg nice for the car. Straw Blonde nice. Shabs it worked when you were in Renault, but not anymore. Jess digging it. I'm liking that. Splinter works with the car, so I like it. Indecisive, get rid. So that's me. Mr. John. Ferry Alice looking nice. Chris and Rob exactly the same. trope it. Why is it pink? Jacko, looking good, soldier. And that again. Oh, there is a bit more to it. There's a bit of bluish to it, but yeah. Dexter still wins it. I mean, how can you go wrong with that? You know what I mean? How can you go wrong with that? I know it's pretty much exactly the same as Lewis Hamilton's, but by God, it looks nice. He copies good helmet designs, let's just say that much. Right then, so sunny skies. Doesn't look like we're gonna get. Well, they just disqualified themselves. Don't know how they've managed that, but maybe they were going too slowly. But yeah, sunny skies. No sign of rain yet, but then again, we're in the middle of the Ardennes forest. I mean, it could pretty much rain at any moment here, as we saw in qualifying. But it certainly looks a lot less likely, doesn't it, for rain today? Like I say, the sun is out. Everyone is parking up onto the grid, and we are getting ready for the back end of the ILR8 season to begin here. Everyone parking up. People coming through the bus stop now, and Daniil will be the last car on the grid. Jacko as well, another guy looking for a good result today. Last time the lowest ILRT raced here, we only had 5 finishers. Jacko was on the podium that day. It would take quite an effort to beat that again. In fact, we could even see a 20 out of 20 finish. We'll wait and find out, but we're getting ready for some lights now. Eventually. We'll get some soon. At some point. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. Lights out, away we go in Spa. We've had the same issue we've had so many times this season before, where some people have got to go before the others. Luckily no one's run into each other, but it means that Camu Babu has got himself up into second, and that's a fry off. That must be Biesma, who's flying down the field. He was so unlucky, he just wasn't allowed to go. And it spreads the field out quite. Oh, it's an accident. Oh, we've got Spa 98 going on up here. There's 3 or 4 involved, or at least 3 or 4 who have been stuck down there. There could be more involved actually, but there's a lot of crashing going on. I think Monkey Meg was also involved. I thought he was in the wall actually. It could have been Mr. John, but oh, Beef is an AI now. Oh dear, it's just going from bad to worse. So he's down to P8 right now, and look at that, they're trying to go 3 wide. It's that one, people. It's already been chaotic enough as the Haas is nearly having an accident as well, as Ferriels loses the back end. But if that wasn't mixed up enough before, Splinter was involved in that. You saw we were on board with him, so he is way down as well. Baza benefiting from the issues that Biesma had on the start, up to P3. And, well, how on earth do we work this one out? So Jacko's got no front wing, he's miles back, he's pretty much out unless it's a safety car. Same with Daniil, he's got pretty much a little plank for a front wing now. And it's no damage for Indecisive. I guess he just had to park it. Splinter got damage, he has got pretty big damage. A lot then happening on this dramatic first lap out of 22 here in Spa. And really, you can put some of the blame down to the game, but whatever happened on that run down to Eau Rouge was, yeah, pretty unnecessary by the looks of it. And a needless pile-up. Now can Biesma get himself back up the field again. He's got the pace. Can he put speed under enough pressure? Bit of contact, but he should get a nice run out of the final corner. Not a long run to La Source, and not a good exit either for Biesma. He's just going to have to sit back and wait for a while. Can't go for it yet, but he's certainly setting up the move. Murdoch now is the highest driver on the medium, so he had a good start in the sister Ferrari. Looking now to get up the field a bit more, Biesma. He's got Strobel on behind, and that is Baza and Speedwood. They've both gone off. You can see where Baza is just ahead, or somewhere. There he is behind. He got a third. Oh my god. Oh my god. I didn't find that so funny. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's only a virtual safety car as well. Oh, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. Oh, that's amazing. We've just seen 4 cars. Oh, right. Right. Okay, that does cut the field down quite significantly, I must say. These guys could really have done with a safety car for that, because there's a lot of them that are just miles off now. The whole field is spread by just a huge amount, and well, yeah, I've never seen that before on any league race ever. 4 cars have just stacked it into the wall at the exact same time, in the exact same place, in the exact same way. And it's brilliant. Green flag's right again, as you can see, and Norwich, he's got nearly a 3-second lead. DRS is now enabled, so we'll see if anyone can make some moves. And suddenly I'm seeing why we ended up with 5 finishers here last time ILR arrived here. With the lowest tier at the time was ILR6 actually, but yeah, still. Hopefully no one's gonna have... Oh my god! Straw Blonde becomes the next victim. And he's got to be careful to avoid everyone. And these championship contenders, they're falling like flies. In fact, every single one of them is falling off. This could... Who's 4th in the championship? Because it could bring another one into play here. With Spencer not being here next week, Dexter, who's currently in the podium places, could be looking at a pretty happy return. 15 points at the moment. Wouldn't get him fully into contention, but with these guys just dropping out, all he has to do is really keep going, and if he can gain a few positions along the way, brilliant, because it's looking pretty decent for him at the moment. But for God's sake, don't have an accident. Stroblon has got no front wing, so it's a wonder he's even still managing to drive that thing. But yeah, well, I thought this corner was bad on F1 2018. I guess it's even worse on F1 2019, as Shabs gets by Monkey Meg. And, oh, that's going to be an accident if these guys aren't careful. Shab's really struggling with understeer. Has he got a front wing problem? Need a better angle of it, possibly. Oh yeah, most of it's gone. I wonder if these guys have had a collision somewhere, because here comes Monkey Meg again. Oh, that's a tight one. Don't want to have another Luciano Berti incident, but they've managed to avoid it. No, that's at the start of the sector or the end of the sector, because if it's at the end, it could be one of the leading guys, but I don't see any need for a yellow. I don't know what's causing it. Don't know. Anyway, Monkey Meg has just got by 2 down. He's just crashed into the pit wall. And there's another one behind. Early pit stops, I guess, and Shab, well, the front wing, of course. But was there an incident with 2 down then? Don't know what's happened there. But here comes Dexter on the run. Can he get by Camu Babu? He's just going to break out of that slipstream. Doesn't want to have an accident. But yeah, certainly all looking good for him here. And we've got these guys pitting early. These guys, they can go to the end, hopefully. We'll wait and see. Stroll along with the new front wing. He's going to come out P12, maybe P13, 14. We'll see where his teammate is. Is there front wing damage on that car? No, it's just the way the lighting was. Where is Straw Blonde? You can see him there, but no points for these guys at the minute. They're going to have to hope for some more accidents at the top of the hill, which is not unlikely. Judging, we've seen at least 5 up there already just during this race alone. The opening 3 laps saw 5 go off, so and a 6th one nearly joined them. Oh, that's on the gravel. You want to be careful there, Dexter. It's a big opportunity for you today. Maybe you can just keep this one going. Crazy Plan rolls on the back of Jess, and do you know what? Jess, she's kept her nose clean. She's on for another phenomenal result at the minute. She can just keep this one on the road. She's having a great season of late. And, well, we were saying it should be highlighted a bit more. And, well, here we go. She's up into P7. Looking strong. Let's see if she can defend from Crazy Plan Rob, though, because he's got a real toe, and that is nearly an accident. As Jess just feels she's going to be a bit more conservative in the earlier stages and nearly gets run into. This will give Crazy Van Roll some confidence. He is more confident than her, seemingly in the flat out corners. Let's see if he can make any light of the situation and try and get by. He's going to get a dose of DRS all the way up the hill. Although he hasn't really got much of a toe. Nor is Jess, to be fair, but look how slow she is up the hill. Crazy Fan Rob should just pin it now, and he will get over. Well, he'll overtake her. There he goes on the inside. P7. Jess not really defending that one too hard because she's just not confident at the minute with her car, but you know, she's still going. P8, top half of the field, so I'm sure she'll very much enjoy where she is right now. Must say, Murdoch's having a good race. He's not really being caught by his teammate too much. He's staying relatively close on pace with the guys ahead, and Norwich is starting to slow down a bit. Sorry, my voice is gone. Right, we'll try that again. Norwich is starting to slow down a bit, and everything's closing up with these top 4, top 5. So Murdoch could be in a real handy position at the minute. If Matt asking if Jess is damaged, no, she's just taking it easily, I think, for now. But are we about to see some pit stops, I wonder? No pit lights on, but that doesn't necessarily tell the whole story. Shabs has had an accident, and Daniil as well is gone. We've got 2 cars off. That could be another Radion retirement because it says Sector 1. And Shabs, he just cannot get this thing turned around. Finally he does. And it's another broken front wing for the Toro Rosso. So we're now down to 15. Many of which are even out of contention as well. But right, Dexter, another opportunity for him to go and take this second place. They're taking the wider line through Eau Rouge just to make sure they aren't getting caught on that inside curve, because that can send you into a spin. And that is what's caused the first 5 retirements potentially in this race, just to having the same error. We were on board for one of them, and we saw the rest of them just piling in afterwards. But yeah, it does seem they're starting to calm down a bit, certainly at the front. And Norwich had a pro lap last time, but it looks like he's starting to pick the pace up a little bit once again. Mr. John has got a time penalty. And that's just for corner cutting alone, I think, not for warnings. So, wonder where he's cut to do that, but, yeah. It is a shame to see so many cars going out that early. It's especially, like, they all followed each other and went to one of them would have thought, but, yeah, it does slightly wreck the race a bit for us, but we'll try and make it work. We've got yellows. Not for the leader. That's probably what it is for. Yeah, that's what it's for. ERS is looking a lot better for Camo Babo right now, so he should be alright. He should be able to defend from the Mercedes, the Silver Arrow behind. He's got some silver arrows on his helmet design as well. I mean, you could mistake those spikes for arrows, couldn't you? Am I trying too hard to make it look good? Maybe. Yellows. Oh. Indecisive. He's decided he's going to go the wrong way. He's hit the wall twice. And there goes 2 die pass. Look out as well for Straw Blonde. That's a point that could be crucial for his championship. I know it only gains 1 point, but it is, well, it's still 1 point gained on his championship rival, his own teammate. And with Baza out as well, yeah, he might well very much enjoy that point at the end of the season. Although, saying that, if Dexter can somehow get his way to the front of the field, he'll be picking up at least 25. And that could really put him back in contention. We could have a 4-way championship fight yet. And, well, he's been Mr. consistent, I guess you could say, this season in some respects. He's been there enough to still have a shoe-in at the minute. But, yeah, looks like the clouds are starting to come over. This will make the track conditions a little bit, probably more manageable, actually. Probably helps with overheating. Not great when you get onto the hard, possibly. Well, these guys may not decide to do that. They may go soft to medium. That could be possible. We'll have to wait and see on that. Dexter's really slow out of there, isn't he? He's lost a lot of time. And Jess is still on the back of Cruiser Fan Rob. I wonder if she's starting to find a bit of her confidence again. And Murdoch should be able to take the lead in a moment. I think we are going to see pit stops soon. Certainly Dexter's pit light was on. Maybe he's got something different going on. But we do see the leader pits. So Norwich in. Camo Babu stays out. So does Dexter. So is this Dexter's time to put the foot down and start going for this win? Let's find out. And what tire are these guys going to go on to? Is it hard or is it medium? That's medium, so it is going to be soft to medium then. or medium to soft, vice versa. That should mean that Murdoch's going to be an absolute rocket ship at the end. I don't think Dexter's close enough for an overtake though. Not going to happen. He's going to get really close, but it's just not long enough, that run. I think you need full commitment for turn 1 and then Rouge and Radion and the whole way up the hill. The whole sector needs to be pinned on the throttle and just go. But I guess he couldn't manage it. Now Jess is looking in a much better position. Can she find her way past? She's got less ERS. Oh, but she's really not confident still up the hill. She's really not confident. Last thing she wants is an accident. She wants those 4 World Championship points. She currently, I'll tell you how many she's got at the moment, just to tell you how important these are to her. She's currently got 6, and that'll put her up 1 position if she gets these 4, I think. Although actually still Monkey Meg's ahead, so still, I think it might be her biggest points haul in a single race all season if she can do it. Now Stroblon picking up 2 points now, putting that gap down to 15 in the championship. Let me just say, by the way, if Dexter wins, the gap goes down to potentially it goes down to oh, what's happened there? Monkey Meg's been overtaken. He's got a broken front wing line. Look. So something's down there. I could even be from lap 1, I don't know, but yeah, Dexter will be putting himself up in potential. Oh, right, Dexter stays at another lap, so is he going to go for the overcut? Because if he wins, let's say if he wins, he'll be 18 points behind at least. If Splinter stays for race right now, and we're missing next week. You can see how this all starts to get close, right? If he can make this work, it'd be mega impressive. I'm sure he's going to try. Although I must say, looks like the undercut is the better way to go. Because look how far ahead Norwich is. I mean, you could say it'll all be alright, the tire life at the end, but it's certainly... yeah, but let's actually see. Let's ride on board with someone on cold tires. Do they have full confidence coming back up the hill? Yeah, he's just staying well off that curve on the inside. I think they're working out that that's just not where you want to be at the minute. But does Dexter have a secret chamber of pace that we're about to see revealed? As 2Die has been off the track, but there's also another car has been off. That is Indecisive, who's hit the wall and spun off. He's going to be lapped in a second, isn't he? Here's his teammate, yeah, going by. So there's been 2 cars going off there. Splinter Knight into the World Championship points. And his, yeah, Indecisive's race is pretty much over unless it's a safety car. I keep saying that. We did see a 4-car pile-up and there was no safety car for that. So, yeah. I mean, it was a full-on car park at the top of Radion. I can't believe it. And now Jess has got front wing damage. Jess has now got front wing damage. Yellow flags, is that for Indecisive? He's been in the gravel now. I think he's been in the gravel. He's just got to be careful. Don't have an accident with Norwich. He's our net race leader right now. In fact, don't have an accident with anyone. And ooh, has Camu Babu had an incident? He's lost nearly 3 seconds. He hasn't got any front wing damage, but he's had a really poor lap. And Dexter's still going, so Dexter is playing the long game by the looks of it. He wants that tire up at the end. He wants to go in, pit, and absolutely floor it on the new tyres. Or at least that's the idea. Monkey Meg pits. Is Crazy Fan Rob and Jess gonna pit? Let's find out. Yeah, for Crazy Fan Rob. Surely Jess will follow. She's got her pit light on. No, she'll stay out 1 more. Jacko looks like he could catch up to these guys as well in the fight for P11. We'll wait and find out how that one pans out though. 2Die has got tyres that he's been spinning off on, so he probably hasn't got the most grip in the world. We'll wait and see. He hasn't got much ERS either, so that might not help. We've got yellows in Sector 1. Don't see any reason for it though. Jess is not at the P6, but she might get overtaken soon. That ghost car is about to overtake her, I think. It's not actually a ghost car though, it's actually Indecisive. Once again, because he's a lap car, his car instantly ghosts. He's broke his front wing again. I think he broke his front wing again. Oh, Monkey Meg has been overtaken. Have we got a safety car or something? Mr. Jones was but these guys are going proper slowly. I guess there isn't a safety car, but Mr. Johns just had an accident. There's a lot to keep up with here. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Sorry if I'm a bit confused. Look out for the car. There it is. He's hit that inside curb and just lost it. So yeah, since Indecisive is a lapped car, he'll ghost for anyone who comes up to you. That means he can't get, you know, cheeky and take anybody out. Not that he would do that. I'm sure he's a very nice guy. As Dexter makes his pit stop. Jess thinks the only one left to pit now. She'll want to change her front wing probably when she's in as well. Yellows again. Is this for Indecisive or no? Don't know what that's for this time. So Murdoch now leads his one. He is going to be rapid at the end. Let's not make any mistake of that. Dexter though, does he come out ahead of Beesman? Yes he does. So he should now have a bit more firepower. Unless Beesman can get by here, but I don't think he's going to be close enough. Dexter will be a bit slower for now, thanks to the colder tyres, but I think he's alright. Dexter has though come out relatively close to his rival Camu Babo. He's got 2 lap factory tyres. That has worked out well in that sense. Yellows. Has Jess hit the wall in the way in the pits, or has Tudor had another accident? Tudor's had an accident. Crazy fan Rob as well. Something's happening there with those two. That could help Jess out. Where is she? She's shooting her front wing. She's not going to be outside the points. But we still got Splinter and Strawblonde yet to pit, possibly. Hard to tell. Jess, this rate, might catch up with these guys because they're messing about. They're playing musical chairs right now. Monkey Red is right on the back of Splinter, so you can tell that the Alfa Romeo, the championship leader, is struggling right now. And the Strawblonde, he's really not going to start eating into that gap as soon as Splinter pits again. But anyway, Dexter's not really catching that much. It's more Beesman, it feels like, who's making the important movements at the minute. Although, again, Callum Baba looks a bit slow. It's hard to tell. This is one that's going to build and build and build, and then, yeah, it all comes with a crescendo, this. But at the minute, it looks like we're just playing the waiting game. We love the waiting game. The waiting game is my favourite game. It's not really, I hate the waiting game. I freaking hate waiting. Who else hates waiting? I hate waiting. Stop it out! They're all cutting the top of that hill, by the way. I think they can do that because they can get away with it. They keep putting yellow flags out. I don't know what for. Because Jess can't be going slowly because she just made an overtake. I don't think Tudor's going too slowly because he's not like he's fallen completely off the planet. So I don't really know where else you'd get a yellow with that particular part of the track. Someone help me out here. McMahon there. The waiting game is so bad. But, I mean, we've waited and we've got a three-way fight for a net P2 at the minute. I was saying that Murdoch really could put himself into play later on, so let's not quite say a net P2 yet. F1 2021 should fix this. If it doesn't fix this, my dude, then we're in trouble. If it doesn't fix this, then yeah, someone will probably boycott the sport. Not me, but someone will. Someone always does. Well, I mean, seeing people are already wanting to boycott the sport even after seeing today's regulations. Although I think they're quite good. Now, Dexter put a wheel onto the dirt there. That could leave him outside of DRS, but he still has a bit of a toe, so he's alright. Camu Babo is a little bit more. They're all pretty much similar on the ARS, so it's all DRS, which is going to help this one out. Something which, of course, Camu Babo hasn't got. Let's see the run. They're both having to use their ARS and they're both, like I say, pretty similar, so they'll be at the same sort of points. He needed a better launch off there to Dexter. Just not enough firepower again. Unless he throws it up the inside, which would be a bit stupid. He's no way through in Beesman. I wonder if Beesman's just decided, you know what, I'm going to let these two get at it. I'll keep at them. and I'm going to save my ERS and let this all come to me. Could work out. Might well actually work out, because he's already got about 15% more, and it means he'll be able to put it onto overtake the whole first sector if he can just keep saving the way he is. Just needs to stay close. Spencer finally loses that place to Monkey Meg. A pit stop is of course looming for the World Championship leader. Jess is on the back of Crazy Flying Rob. Is there a move about to happen here? Looks like it. But has she got the bottle? She hasn't got the toe. She's not giving herself the toe. She doesn't want it. Murdoch finally pits. This will be for the soft compound tire. And we'll wait and see the quick lap times, hopefully, coming through. He'll be easily P5, but by how much? That's the question. Dexter and... yeah, look at that. Dexter and Beesma are so different on the ERS. Can't have between the same as Dexter, but the fact is that Beesma's just putting himself into play a little bit here, just by saving it that bit more. But can Dexter go for it? Yeah, I think he is. Down the inside, and they come. This could be a huge move in his championship, and he's got it done. Wow, that was brave. But he had the toe. This could really help him and Beesma right on this now. Murdoch, 9.5 seconds back. Let's see how quickly he'll be able to catch that all up. The win might not be in the cards for him, but certainly a decent position should be. Playing the long game is the way to go, I think, here. So we'll wait and see. Now, Spencer. Will he stay in the points? I think he should stay in the points, even with the front wing change. Oh, maybe not, actually. Two Day's got him. Jacko's got him. Okay. Ignore me then. 12th. We should be able to get back up though. He's quick enough. Or is he? Dum 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 dum. Bees are pretty close. I don't think Jess is going for a move, because this one's looking a bit more dangerous. Beesma fancied it, didn't he? He still fancies it. He's got so much more energy to use, and he's making good use of it. But can he get through? Camu Babo is just about staying in DRS of Dexter. In fact, the DRS is the only thing that is keeping him in DRS right now, if you get what I'm trying to say. Up the hill, Beesma. He can launch full attack. He'll pretty much get a double DRS stream here as well, effectively. Because Camu Babo will use his, and Beesma will use his, and the extra toe to pat. Oh, he won't. He's got no ERS usage. He's still playing that long game. Still playing that long game. I mean, it's working out, I guess. He's got someone with ERS to play with, but don't you want to just pass him and then mess about with it later on? No? Yeah, we haven't got all day. Spencer nearly went to the back, and he's... oh, nearly had an accident. He's only going to pass 2 cars to get into the points, and if he sets a fastest lap while he's doing it, he'll get 2. That could be really important for him, because he's not here next week. We know he's not here next week, and he's got to get these moves done, but cleanly. Keep as big a point advantage as you can going into the next one. That is what you've got to do. As 2 die bails out, decides to pit. Camu Babo now is 6.2 seconds back from Norwich. Still don't think there's any penalties for the top guys, but we'll just check anyway. Yeah, nothing. So second really looks like it's where it's going to be for our dark horse. Unless anything drastic happens at the front. But now, surely, this is Beater's opportunity. He's now got absolutely loads of ERS. They've both been saving, but the earlier saving done from Beesma should be enough to help him out here. Surely you've got to go for it now, lad. Camu Babu is losing so much time. The softs aren't really working too well for Murdoch, by the way. He's still 9.2 seconds back, so I don't think this gamble's going to work out too well. But here's Beesma for the podium. And PC on the grid. He's gone down one, but he's making his way up. He could still get second yet, but he's not up to P4. Or P3, sorry. Not P4. That was an error. Alright, crap, we've now got nothing to watch. Do you like jazz? Oh, well they both don't know how to take Blanchimont still, Jess and Crazy Fan Rob. Taking very creative lines, but that's not really the way to race, unfortunately. They've got to think about passing each other, not passing the cones on the side of the track, they don't exist. Passing the curbs, yeah, that's more like it. Behind as well, a potentially crucial move in the championship. You just never know if Splinter will win the championship by 2 points or not. You know what I mean? Like, he wins it by 2 points. This little save today, he'll very much enjoy it. As he climbs up the hill. Oh dear. What's happening in Sector 1? It's indecisive against indecisive. Alright, don't panic, it's only indecisive. Splinter gets through. Oh, Jacko, you gotta be careful, lad. You've gotta be careful. He's a championship challenger. I know your teammate's also a championship challenger, but you've gotta be careful. And Beesna for the fastest lap then. So, Splinter not getting that fastest lap point for himself. Oh, yellow flags. Not the leader, so it doesn't matter, obviously. Don't know who it's for. But they are there. Well, they were there, they're not gone. So the closest fight on track is still Jess and Crazy Flying Rob, and I think for them the bigger issue could even be just the track. They're not liking it. They're not liking it one bit. McMatton's favourite scary film is F1 2015. And ERS is so bad as well. Yep, I agree. And Jess isn't even as... Oh, wow! Talk about catching someone off guard. I think she caught herself more off guard than anything there, but Jess is through. I don't know what she meant it, but what a move. Her DRS wasn't working there, and I think she just got a bit too hot into the braking zone and just went for it. Nice move. I'm sure she'll say she meant to do it, but I don't think she did. And Crazy Flying Rob certainly didn't expect it. Will he be looking some revenge? I guess we'll have to wait and see. And I know one's getting their fastest lap point because 2 days said, you know what? Screw all of you. Norton, as a reserve for Moras, is doing a pretty good job. He's leading, led from the start, got pole position, judged the wet conditions right in qualifying, and oh well, this could be big if Splinter can get by these two, which he should do. Yellows again, and then go on as soon as they come out. Might as well not bother with them then. Splinter gets by 1 on the way to Blanchimont. That's a dangerous move! In the context of the championship, you've got to think, just be careful, you'll get him in DRS, lad. He was staring Luciano Berti in the eyes there, saying, I'm gonna follow your footsteps, my dude. And he so nearly did. Feels like he's lost his steam a little bit, doesn't it? He just wasn't brave enough through Blanchimont. He could have went for it, but then again, not really advisable. But now he's got it. Yeah, he's got so much more commitment up the hill. P10 becomes P9. 2 crucial points in the World Championship. Could become 4, sorry, if he can get past Jess. Now, Jacko is the one trying to get by Cruz Van Rob. Cruz Van Rob really defended quite hard into there and broke quite early. And Jacko might have run into him. I don't know if he did or not, but he certainly looked a bit close. He didn't quite run into him. Well, back up with the leader. Just 4 laps to go. It's been pretty plain sailing. He's had the pace. Even though he's got much older tyres compared to his rival, he's still alright. Yellows, let me guess, they're not real. Oh wait, they are real. Jacko's had an accident. He's spun off. I'm so sorry for doubting the F1 yellow flag gods, but he looks like he might have run to the back of Crazy Fan Rob. It wouldn't surprise me. But whatever's happened, Jacko, there's going to be no points for Red Bull. I think that's Dexter about to lap him. Or was it indecisive? He's just lap. Yeah, okay, it's indecisive. And Jacko will pit. Back to the fake yellows, I guess. That lasted long. Three to go in ILR8. It is a shame, isn't it? Oh, as a Splinter gets by Jess. It is a shame, isn't it, that we had to lose so many drivers so early in 2 separate 4-car pileups. I think there's about 4 cars on the way to Uri's on lap 1, and then it was 4 cars in Radion's wall, just to the right there. There's still debris from it. A lot of debris from it, trust me. It just didn't stop. 4 of them up there as well. So it's a shame we did lose a lot of the race just from half the grid stuffing it in the walls, but still, I'd say we had a pretty good race anyway. And Norwich, like I say, just the one who's at the head of it all from the very start. Very well done. Although saying that, he's going to bin it now because I was saying well done. Jess is close to Splinter, but I'm thinking that's just more Splinter pulling away at this point. Has Dexter made a mistake? Because Beatman is right on him now. Still got more ERS. Maybe he's just pushing, you know. I think he might have just put the foot down and said, you know what? It's hammer time. Get it because he's doing it to a Mercedes driver. He's got Lewis Hamilton's helmet design pretty much. Haha, Norwich lost to Man United. Yeah, I know, I saw. Okay, he's not. Okay. Alfie didn't say that. In fact, he didn't say anything. He's deleting every single message he sent. What on earth is Alfie, have you lost your YouTube account or something? Why is all your input being removed? What's happening? Okay, it's not our leader. We don't care. We like your input though, Alfie. Stop deleting. Right. Maybe someone got really pissy and blocked you. Bees are not getting by yet. Is he saving all of his firepower for the end of the race? Carriage, you've missed all the funny bits. Get out. Or actually, no, don't get out. Go back to lap 2 and then come back. Then you'll have a good evening. Good evening. Was B just trying to trick us? Was he just trying to make us think that we were going to get a last lap fight brewing? Come on, put your foot down, lad. We're going to have to watch Jakku passing someone for 11th. Oh, exciting. Yeah, like I say, cars. Oh, he's lost it again. For God's sake. Like we're saying, cars, a lot of DNFs. Top of Rally on lap 2, we saw 4 cars stack it in there, and I watched 3 out of the 4 go in, and it was very, very funny. It was only a virtual. And then lap 1 there was also a 4-car pileup, I think. It just sort of set the scene, really, for the race. Anyway, here comes Beesman to start the last lap. Trying to take PT off Dexter, who, if he can keep it, is putting himself into contention for the championship. Lap 2, Carriage. Lap 2 is when they all stuck it in at Radion. But yeah, maybe you should watch this one first, because Dexter, if he gets P2, he's well in this championship fight now. If he gets P3, it'll dent it a bit, but still, we'll wait and see what he can do. Will he defend it? I think he will defend it. Beesman, no way through. Unless he wants to dive bomb him and kill him. Oh, I don't know, man. He could do it. He's running outside. He's running outside. He just runs out of room. Dexter's frantically saving the ERS. He knows he's under pressure right now. But Beesman's just got enough firepower to keep going, although he has to save at some point or else he will derate in that last sector. He's got to think about it. But surely if he can get a nice launch him on, then he really could be in for it into the bus stop section. And unfortunately we're going to miss the main action point because it's about to go wide or something. Okay, well, but that wide might help him out. Right, Norwich is coming through. Pull, win, led most of the laps. Led every lap that he was on right strategy for. And around the final corner he comes. Norwich takes victory here for racing points in Spa. It's going to be Dexter who takes P2. Throws himself into the championship fight with 18 very important points today. Beats a P3, good result from him. Especially after what happened at the start. Camu Babo comes across the line. P4. Carriage wants to just watch lap 2. Murdoch is going to come across the line in P5. Straublant P6. He closes in the championship. 17 points down to 13 points. And with Splinter not being here next week, 12 points make that. And with Splinter not being here next week, well, it's a very important day for him, I'd say, in this championship fight. Monkey Meg P7. Spencer, I mean, it is a good recovery. 2 die 11 from the inside. So considering Spencer was involved in that first accident on lap 1, it's a good recovery to get to points. But not being here next week, this could really affect his championship chances. It's a long lap, isn't it? Come on. Alright, Spencer is P8, Jess with P9, and Crazy Fan Rob is going to be P10. Has he got a puncture or is he just being really slow? I think he's just being really slow. Right, come on. Hit the wall. Do something interesting. He gets a point. He'll take it. Has he got a point this season yet? That may sound really disrespectful. Has he got a point this season yet? Oh, he's got 4. Well, he's got 5 now. Yay. Right, well, there's your podium. Norwich with a good win. Dexter putting himself in a championship hunt. And Beesman third. Let's confirm the result. Provisional results. Alfie is being impatient. Just give us a second. Norwich wins from Dexter, Beesman, Calvalu, Murdoch, Strawblonde, Monkey Meg, Splinter, Jess, and Crazy Rob. There are your point scores with fastest lap going to Strawblonde. 2Die 11th, Indecisive 12th, Jacko 13th, Mr. John 14th, Charles 15th, Daniel 16th, Speedwood 17th, Proba 18th, Basil 19th, and Ferrias 20th, and last. And the fabled McMahon award is shared between 3 drivers, I think. Claytime Rob, 2Die, and Mr. John. Well done. Thank you for showing up and winning the award. And that has been ILR8. Join me back here in 25 minutes for ILR1. God help me. God help me. Right. Safe travels.